Audio Jungle.
With over 200 million people in the country and over 30 million views all across the globe, we cannot stop disseminating what you need on Nigeria's journals. This is Bystanders at Newsstands, and you're watching Flip TV. I'm Michael Adekunle, and I'll be taking you on today's newspaper review. Here with me is the New Telegraph newspaper, which is saying something very, very vital today. PDP Ohanaeze kick as Zakari heads results collation committee. Again, I repeat, PDP Ohanaeze kick as Zakari heads results collation committee. Now, with a very good rider here, says Buhari's blood relation can't cheer team. Buhari's blood relation can't cheer team. With a very captivating rider here also. Article to INEC, you can't use incident forms. You can't use incident forms. I have another headline here. 5 Air Force personnel killed as helicopter crashes. Now again, here is another very good headline here. On insecurity, I am ready to quit as Zamfara state governor. I am ready to quit as Zamfara state governor, says Yari. With another one here. Man arrested with female pants and pads. Wow. Man arrested with female pants and pads. These are the stories we have at the newsstands this morning. I'm Michael Adekunle. We have our reviewers at the newsstands. They want to speak. Let's join them. Is INEC doing the right thing by appointing Zakari as the chairperson of Collation committee?
Number one, the question is not just about picking Zakari. It's not about the picking her, but the question is now, what is her mindset towards the coming election? Because if you talk about picking her, yes, anybody can be picked. But the question is, this election that the whole world is waiting. And if you pick someone's cousin, definitely a lot of things are going to bring up. You understand? And you don't expect the opposition to keep quiet, because if I'm let's assume I'm Atiku now, they expect me to keep quiet, and the opposition, they know that definitely if Buhari should win, a lot of things are going to happen, and you don't expect all these defectors to just keep quiet and expect Buhari to win like that. So bringing this lady is like, you know, you are cooking food and someone is hiding the Maggi you want to use to cook food. Definitely you're going to cry out. So when you see PDP crying out, it's not their fault. And believe me, if other opposition parties have the minds, they will say it. But so many of them are scared. So bringing this lady is a no. I'm telling you, INEC should go and really rethink of what to do, because except if they just want to do it, if you like it or not. But believe me, if they really want peace in this country, they should just let this issue go and pick another person for the safety of the country.
Don't you think the president is using the INEC as a tool to win this election?
Now, talking about using INEC as a tool, there's something that happened in 2015, which almost everybody blamed the past president for being that quiet. Now, if you look at INEC, INEC is a body on its own, which is independent of the government. But nevertheless, INEC remains a body being controlled by human beings. And whether the president is using them or not, that one is what I cannot ascertain, because I'm not in his mind. But if you look at some of the things our president does, it is suspicious. And as a common person on the street, you would think, you know, what is his mind? And you know, if you look at from the beginning of it, when he came, he has always been that kind of a slow person. You can't really ascertain what his mind is. You can't really say what his intentions are. So with that, when such actions comes up, you know, becomes suspicious, and you're like, what is his plans? Talking about the IG, this is the man who is supposed to retire. Everybody knows it. So why are you bringing him up? And this point of election, and to that, everybody will believe that he's doing him a favor, and the man will want to reciprocate the favor. So, and there are things you should just let go. See, if I was to talk to President Buhari, I would tell him, Nigerians, a lot of Nigerians love him as a person. Now, the problem is not Buhari. The problem is the umbrella that covers him in that seat. And if Buhari really wants to make Nigerians happy, there are some decisions he needs to take, not minding who should be happy. Like this issue of IG, you should just take it. Tell the INEC what to do. People will be happy. Let me tell you, okay, look at that issue of June 12. That June 12 was like a gift to the Yorubas. They were very happy about it. And let me tell you, if Buhari hadn't done that June 12, Buhari would have lost Yoruba's vote. Quote me anyway, I will say it. But because of that June 12, it was as if, let me say, there's no state or there's no region that celebrated June 12 like the Yorubas. And that tells you, see, people are ready to vote for him, but his actions are speaking otherwise. So that's my submission to it.
I don't know much about politics. Yeah? For my own opinion, if the majority of the people supported him, let him go ahead. And when they see that he's coming back, he's going to win another case, so let them overthrow him.
Before they pick that lady, I don't know his name,
Zakari.
Zakari, before they pick him as to come and do collection of anything, maybe he have done something that very good before in terms of their experience, in terms of career, in terms of an education. So due to that level, the people that elected him, you know that this person is competent and capable to do this thing before now election. They cannot just took anybody like that without somebody that have no experience, without somebody that not educated, somebody that not have the management factor. And now they hold the position. So because of that, so the president or other people that elected, he has an opinion. She has his own voice to do something. He has no own voice, so cannot dodge it. Your own opinion cannot defend my own opinion. They have the reason. It might be due to the political issue. Maybe PDP want it, APC did not want it. It might happen that what APC wanted, PDP did not want it. So people that are picking it, they have the reason. After God, if God says she'll be there, nobody can say no. Whether it's fair PDP, whether she favor APC, you cannot deny anything. And secondly, again, due to the security level, maybe they think that if he feels on that position, security will be tightly. There will not be manipulation. Yeah, there might be manipulation in an election. There might be what? Maybe overcasting of voting for the party of this side, of opponent side. They want to take the winning. And thirdly, what I'm still saying, maybe the experience is there. So you know what to do, so that able to control something. But my own advice is that if the government say they want to take this man to Collation to be the president to do this thing, well, all of us cannot make decision. It's one party that make decision, either PDP or an APC. After God, so let him give you the chance and see. After Sadme, if there's any competition in any level, one person must be lose, one person must be gain. Whether it be manipulating, whether they do Ojoro, they don't do Ojoro. If Chelsea and Arsenal they play, this referee do Ojoro. Assuming that this referee, the destiny has already there that this person will be do like this, and one person must be win. Then if you lose, forget about it. That's how it be. If you win, one, it's already there. So let him give you a chance.
We have been in this country over 45 years. And as an adult, we know what is good. We can differentiate good and bad. And we also been taught in school about governance, about good economics, and about basic things for living. So if you don't see it, as a human being, we need to complain. And if you said a majority is suffering, and you said minority is enjoying it, that means we are in a deficit side. Things has to be in a proper shape. I didn't say everybody will be in a normal situation, but if an 60-70% can be living in a standard form, that means that state of the nation is doing well. But as I'm talking to you, everything is down. Economy, security, etc. All the sectors that is matter most in a nation is being crushed. And I stand to be challenged. If anybody can convince me that these governments that Buhari head will tell me a single project or a single policy he has embarked on, he's only persuading on the existing project, existing policy of the previous administration. When you are talking of corruption, it was still STZ that Jonathan policy, single treasury account, you embark on, because it's a form of stopping a corruption in the financial sector. So a lot of policy Jonathan established, you followed it, but we are looking at your own policy that you will implement that will affect a common man like me and you. We have never seen one. The only thing we are seeing is blaming. And you see, in a situation where a double-digit inflation is increasing day by day and nothing is done by the government to curb it, I don't think that government is capable of governing us in the next 4 years.
Now, sir, since the inception of this expected election, there have been stories upon stories. Yesterday, we had the story of the president returning the IG. You know, he's supposed to be retired January 15th. Now, again, the Zakari of a thing. Yeah, that is being appointed by INEC as the chairperson of Collation committee in Abuja. What's your take on this? Is the president trying to be sentimental in a democratic process?
We thank God. Thank you for a very good question. You see, in a place where we have a government that wanted to do everything by force, because it seems the process is not favoring him again. All the sectors, all the ideologies are going in the real matter. When you see a security issue in Nigeria, everything is down as I'm talking to you. Even in the north, the states of a president, which is Castina, the governor, is it not on Monday or Tuesday, he said the federal government should come to aid. They are not comfortable in times of security, that the bandits are all over, killings are the order of the day. The same thing applicable to Zamfara and Borno. Those two governors also complain. Even the Zamfara own is alarming for emergency. Yari was calling for emergency. That shows the level of insecurity we are. Even the Boko Haram succeeded in bombing the helicopter. We lost almost 5 soldiers, and on and on and on. The bandit is doing his own. The X-Men is on the other side. Why the Boko Haram on the top? Where are we heading to? And you want to do or die in terms of coming back to rule Nigeria again for the 4 years. It's not possible. We are just telling him, if anybody that close to the president should just advise him to go in peaceful manner. He has been destroying democracy since the inception. If you remember, he's the one that truncates the Second Republic during Zakari. He took over and went ahead and bring the inception, because it was during his time we knew that there is recession. When you have not left the office, Nigeria is doing well. All those things are not more, it's not always rosy as usual, but we are still getting things in the right direction. Hoping for you to come back and forge ahead and put Nigeria in the right place. We just take on backward. We are in the recession. Every foodstuff are going up a day by day with no reason. Nobody can challenge you. Is he thinking it's in a military era? You want to put your knees to come to head a collating committee? Where does it go?
He's not the one, he's the INEC.
We knew that he's the one that is influencing the INEC, but I can bet, I can even tell you today, they cannot succeed. The pressure is too much on them. You see, they cannot succeed. You know, the first time when you know that he doesn't want to do a free and fair election, is the day he rejected the Electoral Bill Act. I told you there are two things they amended that will make this election to be free and fair, to be more transparent. Because the amendment section was clearly stated that immediately you are in police collating center, the elected the voters list will be displayed. They will know the amount of the voters expected in that polling unit, and immediately the voters voting is finished, they will transmit it. Immediately they announce the result, transmit it to the center collating unit section, which will be more transparent. Nothing will be deducted, nothing will be added the way they did in Osun, because you know that there is a 40 and PDP display all what expected votes they should supposed to have given. They deduct Ayedade, Itire, all those things has been, which is being cleared, but because they want to rig by all means, that is why they are doing all this mess. But we are in a digital world now. It will make things harder for them to rig. They will always try to do that. We are expecting more of this. They will do worse than this, but they will not prevail. I can tell you, Nigeria will reject them because the sovereign is too much.
$23 billion NNPC contracts up to today. Have they carried out any verification? When the Minister for State for Petroleum cried out that they didn't pass through due process. Are you getting me? Up to today, nothing has been done in that issue. Then our serving president was was lying down in London. Are you getting me? They did not go to the house. No due process was being carried out. At the end of the day, today, the issue has been died off. Are you getting me? But we pray that God should be able to let any other government to come in. It is then we will know whether there was any corruption going on under this administration or not.
This is where we end it on today's edition of Bystanders at Newsstands. Remember, I'm Michael Adekunle reporting from the newsstands. Have a good day.